The next chapter of our story brings our intrepid guide, Rick McCrank, to picturesque Bavaria. Here we find a world on the fringes of skateboarding, where the miniature is celebrated on a grand scale. And feet are fingers.
When I fingerboard, after 15 minutes, I'm in our own world, you know, like where you can skate like in the videos. You land a trick, it's like a flash in the brain, you know? When you land a trick clean, you focus with your eyes, you see how to turn the board and stuff. Feels good. And the purest form of skateboarding and fingerboarding for me is no different. I don't care about the size. My name is Martin Ehrenberger. We are in Schwarzenbach, Saale in North Bavaria. And that's kind of like the capital of fingerboarding worldwide. Fingerboarding started in the end of the 70s. The skaters in California, they picked up some matchbox cars and some popsicles and building some skateboards to ride lines and sinks. You can see it in Future Primitive, the Bones video, when Lance Mountain and Tony Hawk riding a sink. And that was like the spark to the skateboard world. Fingerboarding is there. You're sucked in a small world, you know. Everyone can do it. Kid in a rolling chair and an old grandma. I saw old grandmas doing frontside 5-0s in a mini ramp with a fingerboard. Awesome.
Coming up next on Post Radical.
You have like a miniature world in here.
You listen to sound?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super fun.
Amazing.
Schwarzenbach, Bavaria. Population unknown. A pastoral pocket in the German countryside, considered the hub of fingerboarding. Here we find the Blackriver factory, a cavernous incubator for the tiny, skatable worlds it creates. Within its walls, Martin Ehrenberger's dream gets pieced together, veneer by veneer. This is the same process used to make full-size skateboard decks, just with a smaller focus, more precision, and a decidedly delicate touch.
Feels amazing making these tiny little trucks. All right, that's in there.
Next job are the washers.
Oh my God. Do you do this every day?
Ob du es jeden Tag machst?
Ja,
Yeah.
von früh bis spät.
Yeah.
From the early morning to the
Yeah.
late night.
Is it fun?
Ja.
Are you a fingerboarder? No. This might keep me from becoming a fingerboarder if I have to do this every day.
No problem.
Can you do this part for me?
Good timing.
There it is. Okay, I'll tighten
Okay,
it.
you tighten that.
There we go. It only took 2 people for me to do it. Pretty cool to have built my own mini trucks. The attention to detail is insane. In like train sets and model building, it must be similar because they make perfect replicas of things. And I bet there's people that want it to be like exact same quality as big world stuff. Do you enjoy this process of making a board?
Oh, yeah. When we started the fingerboard thing, we dreamed about a machine to shrink a skateboard.
Yeah.
So, and now we kind of like we have the machine.
You are the machine.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I got it all on.
Your first board build, man?
Yeah. Cool.
Let me test the board.
Yeah.
Okay, kickflip. It works. It works.
Martin's dedication to his craft has helped make Schwarzenbach the mecca of fingerboarding. And what is a holy site without its house of worship? Here, Rick finds himself among the congregation and in the presence of one of fingerboarding's pioneers.
This is really a piece of history.
Yeah. The brain bowl.
It's a piece of fingerboard history.
Yeah.
And now it looks good also.
It's Martin Winkler, the godfather of fingerboarding. He's fingerboarding now over 30 years. He invented a lot of real fingerboard tricks.
What's this trick called?
The trick is Winkler spin. It's a pivot. You can't do it with. This is really a fingerboard thing.
Yeah.
You make pivot and turn it to tail like this really fast.
Whoa, and a reverse.
I invented it on the toilet.
When I'm with Martin, it shows me that fingerboarding is not a child thing. He's a grown man. Fingerboarding is not based on ages.
This is my playground.
And you skateboard too?
Skateboard, yeah, but now I get. You say they say the fat kids they fingerboard. Now I'm fat too.
Winkler, who owns this home, has filled it with a fantastical array of fingerboarding accoutrements and has opened its doors as a sanctuary to wayward fingers from all over the world.
What am I seeing in here?
This is I think the biggest snake run in the world. I show you the bonus to nose pick.
Nice.
You should get some fingerboarders in here later for a good session, you know.
Oh yeah, we will.
Show you what's possible.
Yeah.
This is my kiddie room. This is everything I produced in my youth to my early 20s. We didn't have fingerboard equipment. It was all DIY, and I tried to figure out how to make wheels, stacks, and even trucks.
So you made the first professional fingerboard in 1991?
I think.
Yes. How old were you when you were doing this?
I was 17.
17.
I was very keen to make a good board and
Right.
make everything happen like that. And I had it for myself, basically.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Why do you think you stuck to fingerboarding?
It's a good feeling. You can compare it. I don't say this is in comparison of skateboarding. This is not the point. It's just miniature skateboarding.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
What are these little guys?
Skate shoes. I think they fall apart. It's rubbish to some, but for me,
Yeah.
it has a meaning.
Some skateboarders sort of make fun of fingerboarding. Why do you think that happens?
For a lifestyle like skateboarding, which is so free and open-minded, you don't have it in any other sport. Like table tennis, nobody cares. Like, go play tennis, or
Right.
or the kicker, you know, when you go with the
Foosball.
soccer, football.
Yeah.
Like here in the club, nobody
Right.
says anything. No golfer hates mini golfers. I love skating, but you can, in every direction, in fingerboarding or skating, you can maybe take it too serious. It
Right.
shouldn't be.
Right.
It should be fun.
Martin Winkler was rad. I think both Martins are doing some rad stuff. Scene builders, you know, like if it's not there, make it happen. And all of these people here right now are doing it because of them. And they're all really stoked. See, that guy just laughed.
Slowly filling a room in a corner of the Blackriver compound is a mausoleum of fingerboarding competitions past. A final resting place for the arenas where world championship contests were once held.
Fingerboarders sort of get a bad rap in skateboarding.
We call it fingerphobia. It comes from the homophobia.
Okay.
So fingerphobia. So I'm like, oh no, fingerboarding. Oh no, I'm a real skater, you know.
Right. It's funny because skateboarding is sort of like a fringe sport, and they're, you know, treated poorly by other people in some ways. In the past, it was like that, and it's funny to see skateboarders doing the same thing to fingerboarding, which is like a similar.
Yeah, it's crazy.
thing.
I go through this way 2 times because when I grew up with skating, everyone was like, "Oh shit, skating, stop!" And the same reaction I get from skateboarders.
Right.
That's confusing.
Yeah. Like, come on, look in the mirror. It takes so much time and effort to make these things. It's like every skateboarder's dream, you know, like you imagine these obstacles and things for skateboarding that might not be realistic, but you can just build it and do it on a fingerboard and just do this giant blunt to fakie.
Martin and the fingerboarders have constructed their very own universe in Schwarzenbach, tiny piece by tiny piece. Within it, they became a family as they navigated their miniature worlds, riding a delicate line between the fanciful and the factual.